It's up for two things, Chair. The first one is that we want to register our great feeling of unease by this amount of apologies. We can't weaken the work of this committee towards the end. So it must be reprimanded, Chair. And I think in future, apologies from each organization should not be more than two. At least if there's one person, because we also have organizational commitments. At least if there's one person, that is why we're saying organizations which have more than one member are more privileged, because when one is absent, one should be available as a basic principle. That is the first one. Then the second one, Chair, is that we're hoping to have a meeting to deal with housekeeping issues yesterday, because we don't want to be ambushed on the position of this committee about the approach on the Paul O'Sullivan issue. We're hoping that we will be given an update yesterday by the legal team on how far they've gone in pursuit of our previous position on the matter. Because the last position we took is that Paul O'Sullivan must be subpoenaed. So I don't know if that is happening or it's not happening. The reason why we're raising this here and now is because in terms of the time that we have, we're only left with 2 weeks. So we don't want to be told on the 11th hour that we have not done the work of this committee, when by that time we would not be left with any option. So we want to be given an update, Chair, on what is transpiring on the matter, so that if needs be, we can also advise on the way forward. Thank you.
Okay. Honorable Breitenbach.
Thank you, Chair. Mine are housekeeping issues as well, so I'll save it for the housekeeping meeting. Thank you.
Okay. Honorable Sangoni.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chairperson, I want to agree with the notion that you would not want to weaken the work of the committee as we are on the last mile. But I think that we must not agree to things that are not provided for in the rules of Parliament. There is nothing in the rules that says a party can only have so many apologies. It can't have apologies. And I don't think that anybody exercising their right to submit an apology when they're not able to attend a meeting should be reprimanded. So we haven't had a tradition of coming to this meeting, accepting apologies, not accepting apologies, reprimanding others, not reprimanding others. I think parties must be allowed to make their own internal arrangements and ensure that members, as they fit, are able to submit apologies when they need to, Chair. And on the issue of, I know it's not my place to answer, Chair, but on the issue of Paul O'Sullivan, I thought the committee had taken a very clear decision that says that in the event that we get to the day where we need to finalize, and Mr. O'Sullivan, having been subpoenaed, has not yet appeared before the committee, then the committee would then still be able to supplement their report when he eventually comes before the committee. I just don't want us to create impressions that there are people who are more vested in having Paul O'Sullivan than others. I think it's a resolution of the committee, and I trust that when we have a housekeeping meeting, we'll be updated. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah. Honorable Kalabanat.
No, Chair, we can't roll a red carpet for unjustifiable excuses. We maintain the position. It's wrong, especially towards the end of the work of this committee, to have apologies from all members of the party. We don't want to be part of that kind of tradition. Even if you continue with it, you must continue knowing it, that as the MK party, we don't endorse that kind of practice. At least if there's one member that is not present, then other members must be present. Whether that's a political right, people were making all sorts of commitments here when we were beginning our work. Others were even saying they are prepared to work on weekends. Now the work is here. People are giving excuses. What is happening here today, Chair, is undesirable. And we're condemning it as the MK party to say you can't have a committee with many members who are not present in the committee. So if you endorse it on your own. We're not part of it. That is why we're always here as members of the MK party. As on the issue of Paul O'Sullivan, yes, we are more vested on it. Want Paul O'Sullivan to come and present himself here in the committee. And if it doesn't come, he must be subpoenaed. He must be subpoenaed. That is our position as the MK party. Thank you.
You know, that the issue of Paul O'Sullivan, this white supremacy, this attitude of undermining this core committee, and for us not even to be like kind of a kid gloves should not be allowed here. If he has to be summoned before we finish this Adhoc Committee, as we don't have any more days, we must be, I wanted to use another word, Chair, but let me reprimand myself. But indeed, this white supremacy should not be tolerated here. All the witnesses were here. He must appear here. If he doesn't want to, let's do everything in the book to have him here. Thank you, Chair.
No, it's fine, honorable members. I saw your hands were up and I decided to give you a chance to speak. All the things that you have said here are our decisions. And those decisions have not been changed anyway. I think the legal team is working on those matters and will accordingly give a report to the committee. With regard to attendance of meetings, it is not for me as the chairperson of this ad hoc committee to respond to your absence in this meeting. It's not my responsibility. Nobody must ask me a question why members are not here. I have not elected you to be here. And I have not sent any one of you to be a member of this committee. You have been elected as public representatives by South African voters and sent here by your parties. It's not me. I don't have a member in this parliament. I don't have a fiefdom here. So as to how you conduct yourself, how you attend meetings, and how you are answerable to South Africans who voted for you, it's your choice. And I would agree with members who say that we started very well and we must have the same endurance towards the finishing line. I'm just saying that from today onwards, I can't be answerable to apologies and absenteeism in the committee. And Honorable Nomvalo, in as much as I hear your sentiments, I'm not going to reprimand anybody why they are here or they are not here. I can't do that. I have not sent anybody to Parliament. So when we came here, sworn in as members of Parliament, my belief is that we made a choice. And the choice that we made is to serve. And there is nobody who is going to be reminded about the choice that they have made. Honorable Barnard, I think the legal team together with the relevant section in Parliament were still working on the matters of Mr. Brown Mkhodzi. The report that I got this morning is that the statement is about ready, but there are security issues that he is raising, which the security section of Parliament must attend to. And once those matters are sorted, they will give us a report as to whether they are able to reach an agreement or not. Yes, but what Honorable Nomvalo and Honorable Breitenbach are saying, they are right that this matters belong to a committee housekeeping meeting where we should be able to deal with all of them exhaustively. Thank you so much, honorable members. Can I hand over to Advocate RN to form